is it like to be homesick as an exchange student? I feel like this is something that every exchange student experiences, and it's not the same for everyone, but at the same time, it really is the same. There is this spiral of like ups and downs throughout the year, and you feel like you're constantly in a roller coaster because everything is happening so fast and so much is happening. At the same time, homesickness is like kicking in kind of at the same moments for everyone. For example, a lot of exchange students start to feel homesick around Christmas and the beginning of January, but as soon as February or March comes around, then everything takes a turn and no one is homesick anymore and everybody is living up their best life. I personally experienced homesickness a lot at the beginning of my exchange year because everything was new. I found everything so scary and making new friends, and I just missed everybody at home. A lot of my friends were still on summer break and I already started school again, and I felt like I was missing out on so much. Also missed my family a lot, and there was just such a big culture shock that hit me that I was not prepared for at all. I personally was pretty naive and I thought I would never get homesick, but I did. And it's recommended to not talk to your parents a lot when you're homesick, but for me that was actually what really worked and what helped me through it. Parents were the sweetest, and we would not have like hour-long conversations, but I would just call them in the morning while I was getting ready and just be like, hey, how are you doing? And they would be like, good, how are you? And they would like kind of prepare me for the day and I would be okay. Host family also helped a lot. They would keep me busy a lot of times, so I would not have the time in my mind to think about being homesick and everything and just think about all the good stuff. This really helped me. For example, I already did cheer, but I also signed up to do soccer so that I would be busy 24/7, and this really got me through the first months. Around October, everything was really good and I was having such a blast, and then in February, the beginning of February, I think, I went on a trip to Hawaii. I had an amazing time on this trip and I was with all European exchange students, which really brought back all the Europe memories. I was having such a blast, but this made it so much harder to come back to my exchange year because it just kind of felt like you were back home again and then had to leave for your exchange year again, which was a really weird feeling. So it took me like another 2 to 3 weeks to really get back into it. During those 2 to 3 weeks, I was pretty homesick again, but I already had a really sweet friend group at my high school in America, and all my friends really helped me through it. Before I knew it, I was not homesick anymore, and I literally snapped my fingers and it was the end of the year. Looking back, I hate that I was homesick because there is really no time to be homesick because there is so much out there to do. You really don't just want to be sad and alone in your room, and even if you find yourself in that situation, make sure you get out of your room and go do something because there is so much to do during your exchange and it will lead to the best experiences. At the end of the day, it's okay to be homesick. Everyone experiences it, but make sure that you don't miss out on too much because there is so much out there waiting for you on your exchange year that you definitely don't want to miss out on. Bye!